Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV, and welcome to the Coast to Coast Racing Network. It is Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Winter Season Week number 10. Tonight we come to you from the Lucas Oil Speedway for yet another night of the RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds. Up first on the program, then we'll take the opportunity after that one to go for the catalytic recovery. Big block modifieds to come later on this evening. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the callers. We get set. We're qualifying just about to wrap up, and we're going to look at the first of 4 heat races on the program. Inversion going to be 4-6 laps will be the distance. Top 4 will move on to the main event. Everybody else will get put into the B main, where that will be 8 laps in distance, and the top 8 will go through to make up a 24 car field for what is a 30-lap feature event. We'll take a look right now at your starting grid for heat race number 1. Going to the pole position will be Jeff Sharp in car number 28. Brendan Templeton lines up the 31 machine from position number 2. Scott Ramey in car number 4. He'll roll off at a position number 3. Isaac Salas, the man that goes quick time tonight. He'll start from position number 4. Position number 5 with the 14 car of Brennan Lacey. John Morano lines up at a position number 6. And we go back to your 7th and final starter driving the 007 entry. That is Michael Vecchio. Heat race number 1. We'll go around one more time behind the racing.com pace truck. Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Winter Season Week number 10. And again, another big 4 races on the program for the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Of course, we started off 3 races right here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. We'll have the RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds, which are on the racetrack. Then the Catalytic Recovery Big Block Modifieds to come. Then, of course, Ultimate Dirt TV will shut our things down. Coast to Coast still going. It'll be Pro Late Models time on Extreme E-Speed TV. And then, of course, to wrap it up will be the NASCAR Next Gen cars going to the Daytona International Speedway. But here we go. Heat race number 1 is underway. Excuse me, Jeff Sharp, Brandon Templeton. Sharp catches the infield tires. They go 3 wide off for turn number 2. Here comes Salas. Boy, he was lightning quick last week. Salas into the back of Templeton. Boy, Templeton having no luck whatsoever. Neither does Salas. Lacey goes around, gets caught up involved in that one. Boy, Scott Rayomi, doesn't this change up the race for the lead? Because now Jeff Sharp, your race leader. Sharp from Vecchio. Vecchio from that 7th spot on the grid. Boy, with a bit of luck in the 007 machine. John Morano finding his way to position number 3. Brendan Lacey in that all-important 4th and final transfer position. Rayomi, Salas and Templeton. At the minute, they're looking like they're going to be headed to a B main. And with the heat races only 6 laps in distance, we're already halfway home in this one. 3 down and 3 to run. Your leader is the 28 car of Jeff Sharp with now 2 laps left to run here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Your RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds on the program. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go here in heat race number 1. And it's Sharp down the back straightaway into turn number 3. About to come off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. It is done and dusted just like that. Heat race number 1 is in the books. Already some controversy here this evening. Some controversy with heat race number 1 results coming up on your screen. Jeff Sharp gets the win. Michael Vecchio second. John Morano, Brendan Lacey be 3rd and 4th. Those 4 drivers are going to lock into the main event for Scott Rayomi, Isaac Salas and Brandon Templeton. Well, off to a B main they go. Heat race number 2 will line up like this on the pole position. It'll be the 97 car of Butch Baker to the outside of the front row. The 011 of Randall Dixon from position number 2. From position number 3 will be the 213 car of Michael Vitali to the outside. Samuel Backman lines up the 007 machine from position number 4. We go back to the 18 of Logan Wentz. He'll line up at a position number 5 on his outside, driving car number 83, Matt Schaefer from position number 6. And going to the back row by himself, driving car number 30, that'll be Stephen Golden. He'll start from position number 7. And that is your 7 cars in heat race number 2. Again, a total of 4 heat races here on the program. So 4 heats on the program. Again, we'll get ready to do battle here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. So the initial start for all the races is on green flag. Baker and Dixon, they'll bring them off for turn number. A little bit later than that one, looks like it's going to be green flag. Is out Baker and Dixon as Baker slides up. Here comes Vitali and Bachmann as they went 3 wide through turn number 1 and 2. Now here comes Logan Wentz to the inside, trying to make it work, trying to put himself into a transfer position, trying to put him directly into the A main event as Bachmann goes around the outside of Vitali. Vitali good right through the middle of the racetrack. Bachmann and Wentz will now go at it for that 4th and 5th spot on the racetrack. Wentz has probably got the preferred line on the inside right there as they work down into turn number 1 and 2. Look out, Stephen Goldner nearly getting into the back of the 007 car of Samuel Bachmann as Bachmann's got some company with Schaefer. 3 wide for 5th, 6th and 7th. The boy, Stephen Goldner, getting the tub out. He's just got past not 1 but 2. He's got past Bachmann and Schaefer as Stephen Goldner now coming after Logan Wentz. But look out, they're 3 wide again off turn number 2. Goldner sending it upstairs into turn number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Baker leads with just 2 laps left to run from Dixon. Then you go back to Vitali. Logan went to that 18 machine in that 4th and final transfer position. What can Stephen Goldner do here in these final lap and a bit as he gets the right rear up the edge of the racetrack? Bachmann comes back after Goldner down the front straightaway, watching a battle on for the race leaders. Butch Baker works his way down into turn number 3 and about to come off turn number 4. Heat race number 2 in the books, done and dusted just like that. 6 very fast and very competitive heat racing laps here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Heat number 2 results coming up on screen. Butch Baker, your winner, alongside Randall Dixon, Michael Vitali and Logan Wentz. Those 4 drivers punching a ticket to the RSN Trackside 358 Modified main event for Golden, Bachmann and Schaefer. Well, we know where they're going. They're going to a consolation race. Heat race number 3 on the pole will be the 075 car of Trevor Garreau to the outside of the front row. The 56 of Randy Shreves from position number 2. And we go back to row number 2 from position number 3 on the inside. It'll be the 171 car of Jake Henry. And to the outside from position number 4, piloting the 218 machine, that'll be Kurt Schatzer. We go back to your 3rd row, inside and outside. From inside, position number 5, with the 11 car of Kelly Wheeler. And to the outside, the 75 entry from position number 6, that is Stephen Bixler. And we go back to Gary Sigel in car number 25. He'll go up from the 7th starting position, making it heat race number 3, starting a lineup here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds. Getting ready to do battle once again. Penultimate heat race of the night for the RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds. Don't forget Catalytic Recovery Big Block Modifieds to come after this one. Right around 7 to 7:15 Eastern, somewhere around there. Maybe about 7:30. Just depending on how long this 358 race will take. And then after that, don't forget big blocks to come. And then Pro Late Models, followed by the NASCAR Next Gen cars headed to Daytona. It's Daytona week, baby. Green flag is out. Heat race number 3 is upon us. And Trevor Garreau and Randy Shreves will lead him down into turn number 1. Garreau going to run the slider line. Who's going to have it off turn number 2? Garreau still going to have the race lead. I thought Shreves might have tried down with the slider of his own. As look out, Jake Henry has got Kurt Schatzer side by side there for positions number 3 and 4. Henry and Schatzer working it wheel to wheel. Henry's got the best of that battle there as they work down into turn number 3 and 4. As Shreves trying to somewhat protect that middle and slide it up all the way to the top on the exit of turn number 4, knowing that the bottom side isn't the place to be at the moment. Henry still getting the better of Schatzer, but Schatzer wants to change that as they work down into turn number 3. Schatzer now around the outside, putting Jake Henry back to position number 4 and puts Jake Henry right on the bubble. Kelly Wheeler, Stephen Bixler, the two drivers so far that are finding themselves in 5th and 6th position. Shreves makes a mistake. Let Schatzer go on by. Now Schatzer, nearly a nudge from the 56 car of Randy Shreves in the middle of turn number 3 and 4, but Shreves just backed out of it. So your top 4, they've got the top side working, but here comes Kelly Wheeler in that 11 machine down to the inside, looking for that 4th and final transfer position. Jake Henry nearly getting the right rear over the edge of the racetrack. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go for Trevor Garreau out in front. Kurt Schatzer, Randy Shreves. That's your top 3 Wheelers by Jake Henry down into turn number 3. Who's it going to be off turn number 4? Watch that battle for the 4th and final transfer spot. Wheeler's going to get it at the line. Well, heat race number 3, probably the best heat race of the night so far. Let's take a look at your RSN trackside 358 modified heat 3 results. Trevor Garreau gets to it over Kurt Schatzer. Randy Shreves are your top 3. Kelly Wheeler getting the 4th and final transfer spot by 41 thousandths of a second. Over Jake Henry means Henry going to a B main, Bixler and Sigelco. Heat race number 4 lining up like this for another 7 cars. Chris Albee lines up the 96 machine on pole position. And to the outside of the front row driving the 32 car, that'll be Anthony Morano. We go back to the second row inside from position number 3 with the 122 car of Brian Dickens, and to his outside piloting the number 93 machine for Venom Racing from position number 4. That is Jason Butterfield. Then we go back to your 5th starter in car number 7. That'll be Bob DeGood to the outside. Trent Verstraeten in the 088. He'll start from position number 6. Then we go back to Joseph Grady in the 518 machine. New paint job on that car, I see. Nice job, Joseph Grady. He'll start from position number 7. So as we get set for heat number 4 here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, RSN trackside, final heat race of the night. Third last race you will see for the RSN trackside before later on will be the Big Block Modifieds thanks to Catalytic Recovery, Gambler Motorsports and Thursday Night Thunder. We're racing down the back straightaway. Anthony Morano's got the jump. Dickinson goes down to the inside on Jason Butterfield as they work in off for turn number 4. Dickens almost looks to have second at the start finish line, but Chris Albee in the 96 machine. Well, very different race turn right now for heat race number 4. For the first 3, we sent it middle and topside dominance. Well, Morano tried to change that up 3 wide right at the very back of this field, but watching right there, second, third, fourth on screen for Verstraeten to the outside of 518 cab Joseph Grady, who looked like he caught the tie there on the exit of turn number 2. Albee to the outside of Butterfield. Butterfield works it back right through the middle of the racetrack, and Chris Albee from the pole position finding himself in the 4th and final transfer spot. Not for too long because Joseph Grady just continues to roll it from the bottom side. All the way from position number 7 up to position number 4, and he's got himself a transfer spot for Verstraeten. Boy, oh, look out for Verstraeten. That tie does not move. Bob DeGood, a quarter piece of that one. Nowhere to go, unfortunately, as we work to complete lap number 5, which means there's just 1 lap left to go. Anthony Morano has got it from the outside of the pole position down to the low side into 1 and 2. That car nice and straight. But the Full Throttle Motorsports Super Car Series 32 car will work into turn number 3. Off for turn number 4. A couple of different lines being utilised there by your top 3. Anthony Morano gets the win. Second will go to Brian Dickens, Jason Butterfield. Third, Joseph Grady gets that 4th and final transfer position. Chris Albee comes home into position number 5. Then it'll be Bob DeGood in 6. Trent Verstraeten in position number 8. B-main time here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for the consolation race. 8 laps, top 8 will go through. So 4 of the drivers will unfortunately miss out of this 12-car field. Scott Ramey lines up the 4 machine from the pole position to the outside of the front row. The 30 car of Stephen Goldner from position number 2. From position number 3 with the 171 car of Jake Henry. From position number 4, the 96 of Chris Alvey. Position number 5 with the 5 car of Isaac Sellis. From position number 6, the 007 entry of Samuel Backman. We go back to your 7th starter in car number 75. That'll be Stephen Bixler. From 8, the 7 of Bob DeGood. Second last row from position number 9, the 31 of Brandon Templeton. From 10, the 83 of Matt Schaefer. And your 6th and final row, Gary Sigelco in the 25 will start 11. And from position number 12, driving the 088, that'll be Trent Verstraeten. Just to confirm, 8 laps, top 8 going through to the main event. That is exactly what is going to happen here as we get set for tonight's B main, I should say. So which of these 12 drivers are going to find themselves locked into the main event? Put it this way, 2/3 of this field will go through from this B main to the A. We'll get the lights brightened up here in just a few moments' time. We'll do that during the warm-up session while we play a commercial break. But for now, we've got 8 laps on the board. Green flag is out. B main action here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. RSN Trackside B main is underway. It's going to be Ryomi to lead from Stephen Goldner as they work down into turn number 3 and 4 for the first time. It's going to be Scott Ryomi with the race lead. Templeton back, boy, I'll tell you what, he's had an absolute horrid run here tonight. So unlucky for Brandon Templeton. He's out of this B main and out of the RSN truck side. 358 modified. Boy, Templeton. He had some good car speed earlier on in the night, but unfortunately just the heat races where it all went wrong for the driver of the 31 car. Gary Sigelco back to the pits, which means there's 10 cars left on the racetrack fighting for 8 transfer positions. There's your top 4 on screen. The 30 of Stephen Golden, the lead. Scott Ryomi in the 4. Then you go back to Jake Henry, the 171 car. Now looking to the inside of Ryomi as they work down the back straightaway. And Salas nowhere to go, but just has to be patient as they work off for turn number 4. And just like that, we're halfway home here in B main. The B main for the RSN trackside, 358 modified. Ryomi coming after Stephen Golden now. He's already been a feature winner this season with the Coast to Coast Racing League in the modifieds. So Ryomi knows what it takes to get it done in modified competition. Coming after Stephen Goldner, who I gotta say in the practice was just somewhat struggling just a little bit. But now he seems to have found his feet, found his rhythm, and he's found the power as they work down into 1 and 2. They'll come to the white flag next time by, so we're a lap and a half away here on the penultimate lap of the RSN trackside. 358 modified B main here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Gambler Motorsports, winter season week number 10. Ryomi gets into the back of Goldner. Salas goes on by. Goldner still going to hold on to a transfer position as they work down into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Again, drama unfolding here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Check and flag is out. We are done in B main competition. Oh boy. We'll wait for those official results to come up on screen. Let's take a very, very quick look at your B main results. Top 8 going through. Salas gets the win. Ryomi, Golden, the 2nd and 3rd. Alvey, 4th. Henry, 5th. Bixler, Backman, and DeGood will be your 8 drivers. So Verstraeten, Schaefer, along with Sigelco and Templeton, unfortunately not making the cut here tonight. We'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Come back with your 30-lap main event. You're watching RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds. And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. It is time for the RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set to go a main event time here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. And let's, of course, take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's 30-lap feature event. It's going to be Jeff Sharp alongside Butch Baker on row number 1. Row number 2 will see Trevor Garreau alongside Anthony Morano. Row 3 will be Michael Vecchio and Randall Dixon. Row number 4 will see Kurt Chatter alongside Brian Dickens. Row number 5 will be John Morano and Michael Vitale. Row 6 will be Randy Shreves alongside Jason Butterfield. We go back to row number 7. It's Brennan Lacey and Logan Wentz. Row number 8 is Kelly Wheeler alongside Joseph Grandy. Then we go back to Isaac Salas and Scott Rayomi in row number 9. Row number 10 will be Stephen Goldner and Chris Albee. Row 11, Jake Henry and Stephen Bixler. And then we go back to Samuel Backman and Bob DeGoon on your final row. A main event time here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. 30 laps on the board. It's going to go down here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Gambler Motorsports, Thursday Night Thunder, winter season, week number 10. The big 4 races on the program here this evening. As they work down into turn number 3, off for corner number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get dirty for 30 here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, and the green flag is out. Butch Baker is going to get the jump on the field as Jeff Sharp fights back to the inside. Now it's going to be Butch Baker, Morano, Trevor Garreau. They both got some fast hot rods as they work through turn number 3 and 4 to complete the first of 30 circuits around the Lucas Oil Speedway RSN Trackside. 358 Modifieds here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, and we are yellow. Bob DeGood in the 7 car. I think was just an innocent bystander in this one. There's the 33 car of John Morano. Oh boy, ramping up over the tyres, John. That is not a place you can park, and well, if you don't know, those tyres will not move. Geez, the 14 car Brennan Lacey caught a piece of that one as well. It's somewhat caught John Morano. So Morano, you see Stephen Goldner going back to the pit area. Just going to do one thing. We're just going to widen up this camera just a little bit, just so it's not so close, but there we go. So caution flag for the first time this evening in the RSN Trackside 358 Modified main event. Again, who will take out what is the winter season week number 10. Don't forget Catalytic Recovery Big Block Modifieds to come after this one. Again, live on Ultimate Dirt TV after the big blocks. We'll shut the UDTV stream down. Coast to Coast still be live along with Extreme eSpeed TV. Travis Piercefield will have the call for that one. He'll have the Pro Late Models followed by the NASCAR Next Gen cars going to Daytona. So it should be a good night of racing. And here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Don't forget about 9:30 Eastern. Ultimate Dirt TV will be live once again with some Pro Late Models. We come back to the green as we are back underway in your A main event. And boy, this track is slick from nearly top to bottom. There's a little bit of moisture still lurking down the front straightaways, but it's starting to thin very thin on the top side of the racetrack. There's nothing really downstairs as we're going to go yellow one more time here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. So as we again wait for the field to sort themselves out, we'll be sitting at 2 to green for the moment. In fact, they'll probably be pacing at this stage. So as the season comes to a close here with the Coast to Coast Racing Network, if you want to get more information about or want to get involved with Coast to Coast, check them out on the World Wide Web at www.c2crl.com. Check out their schedule. They race what is, I believe, 6 nights a week, running anything and everything possible. Here we go, back to green here at Lucas Oil. Butch Baker, Trevor Garone out of the inside of Anthony Moran as they work off for turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Sharp and Dixon go at it side by side for positions number 4 and 5. And I got to say there, for the most part of that lap, well, what is lap number 4? We've seen a lot of drivers go 2 by 2. It's still Butch Baker in the KISS number 97 machine. Working to the race lead, working through turn number 3 and 4, right through the centre. Gets that grip line off turn number 4. Look at Jay Henry, I think that is in that 171 car, who had a whole lot of dramas there in 3 and 4. But somehow we keep this field and we keep this race under the green flag conditions. Morano to the outside of Trevor Garone. Your battle is on for the minor placings. Randy Shree's trying to go 4-1 on the top side of the racetrack. Shree's trying to dig it deep and, well, not sell it cheap, because he's trying to sell some T-shirts up there on the top side of 3 and 4. He'll do the same into 1 and 2, but again, it just gets a little tight there as we'll go yellow. So yellow is out on the raceway. And again, who will take out? What is this? 10th week of the season. Will we see Butch Baker come back to victory lane? Lights are out. Back to the green here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Gambler Motorsports, Thursday Night Thunder. Winter season week number 10. The RSN Trackside 358 modified main event is back underway. We come back to the green and it'll be Butch Baker once again to lead the field down the front straight away. And what is 7 down, 23 to go. It's now 8 with 22. Morano through the middle. Baker was working it downstairs to the inside. There goes the 56 car of Randy Shrees, who just forced his way on the inside. Joseph Grandy going to go around. Now, whether Grandy had a little bit of help on that one, we're not too sure. We'll take a look here at an instant replay. No, I think he went all on his own. So watch the 518 car. Oh, no, there was contact with Logan Wentz there down into turn number 1. And again, I don't really think that you can sort of blame any one driver on that one. Or maybe Wentz come down the racetrack. It's hard to say. We're going to let the boys handle that one. That's out of our pay grade. for the moment. But can anybody catch the man that sits out in front at the moment? The man that is Butch Baker in the number 97 car. See Venom Racing on that helmet as he just gets, and we could get a little preview of what's to come here from this 358 modified main event, thanks to RSN Trackside. What have we got to come in the catalytic recovery big block modifieds later on? So the pace car should be exiting the racetrack, and I think it already has. So there is no one in front of the 97 car. So Butch Baker on board. Come back to green flag as the pace starts to pick it up, and there we are, we're back underway. A main event time, and immediately down to the inside, there goes Murano. You can see just there from that left rear suspension shot. You can see what it's like between Murano and Baker as they work to put another lap in the books here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. 10 down and 20 to go, a main event time. Murano coming after Baker as they work down into 3 and 4. Challenges on for the race lead. Keep an eye on Trevor Garreau as he watches these two of Baker and Murano go at it for the number 1 and 2 spots. Garreau is going to want to throw his hat into the mix as they work off for turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Races on for the lead. Murano to the outside. Baker through the middle of the speedway. Oh boy, just a couple of 1,000ths of a second was all that separated Murano and Baker. And Murano's got it down the back straightaway. Trevor Garreau coming after Baker. Now is Baker trying to fight back on the inside of Murano, but Murano is going to lead what is lap number 13. We go back, look at Jeff Sharp and the 28, Brian Dickens, as they work it side by side. Kurt Schatzer, who started off the night with the very fast qualifying effort inside the top 5, 3 wide behind him. Logan Wentz, Brennan Lacey, and Randy Shrees as we go yellow. So Murano has the race lead. It's Anthony Murano out in front. So there is not a whole lot of time. For these drivers, yes, we're still halfway, but you got to think that when we looked at 14 laps so far, about to be in the books, it's a very, very small racetrack. Times have been turned in the high 15 seconds to low 16 seconds. Fastest lap time through the night. Let's bring it up. Fastest lap period is coming up on the top of your screen. Who does it belong to? Scott Rayomi with a 15.659. But unfortunately, you look at Scott Rayomi, well, he's a lap down. Your leader, Anthony Murano, a 15.702. We come back to green. He just stacked the field up. He knows that he can't, well, nobody else behind him can go until the leader fires up, and he left it right to the very death to fire that restart up, and we go back to green. And now as we come off for turn number 4, you see the cross flag sticks coming out halfway home, and halfway done, halfway home. In a main competition, RSN Trackside, Dickens to the inside of Dixon as they work off for turn number 2. Dixon's got it as Dixon trying to come after the 075 machine of Trevor Garreau. Meanwhile, Brian Dickens again trying to force the issue on the inside. Dickens still works it low. Randall Dixon now right through the middle of the speedway. Jeff Sharp, Kurt Schatzer. Then you go back to Logan Wentz, Randy Shrees, Brendan Lacey. That makes up your top 10 drivers. You can see third, fourth, fifth, sixth on screen. Go back here and look at Kelly Wheeler trying to move into the top 10. Wheeler having to do it the hard way here this evening. Come from the B main as Wheeler now just in position number 11. Shreves in that 56 machine. Now Lacey down to the low side. I thought they were about to go 3 wide, but Lacey, boy, he just found something there on the exit of turn number 4. And here comes the 14 machine, just rolling the inside of the racetrack. Now coming after the 18 entry of Logan Wentz. Just finding some more moisture down to the low side on the exit of turn number 4. 10 to go at the line next time by, so 2/3 of the race distance is complete. And it's still Anthony Morano leading from Butch Baker, Trevor Garreau. That's your top 3. And don't forget, we'll chat to your top 3 post-race after the main event. Will Randall Dixon, will Brian Dickens, those drivers in 4th and 5th position, will they have a shot at getting onto the podium here late in this race as we come down to single digits remaining for the lap counter? 9 to go. So we're next time we're at a B main distance away. A consolation race is all that separates this field and separating Anthony Morano from coming back to victory lane. It's been a while. It's been at least about a month since we've seen Morano in victory lane, and I'm sure he would love to change that one right here, right now, here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Watching 4th, 5th, 6th on screen. There is Dixon, Dickens, and Sharp. And Sharp, it all started with that heat race, of course, with the inversion. He started on pole at opening heat race. He got a little bit lucky there on, I think, what was lap number 2 of that opening heat race, where he was back in 3rd. But then, of course, the incident happened between Salas and Templeton. That, of course, gave Jeff Sharp the race lead and the pole position in tonight's A main event. Schatzer now coming after Sharp as they work down into turn number 3. Boy, the left front wasn't looking too pretty there for the 218 machine. But now look at the 28 of Sharp to the inside of Dickens, looking for a top 5. Dickens fends off the challenge just as we're about to come to 5 to go. As Trevor Garreau was starting to close in on Butch Baker with 5 remaining. We will go yellow. Five laps left to run. So 5 to go for Anthony Morano. Can he hold on for a victory? The pace truck is off. We're back to green here in just a few moments' time. Trevor Garreau, the newest addition to the Venom Racing stable, along with Trent Verstraeten. Can Trevor Garreau, can he find a way into the top step of the podium in his first race for the Venom Racing team as they work down through turn number 1 and 2 with now 4 to run off turn number 4 for Anthony Morano. Dixon again has got Brian Dickens working to the inside. Morano, Baker and Garreau looks like they're pretty much settled for a top 3 as they work down into 3 and 4. Sharp now going to the outside of the 122 car. Oh, Brian Dickens driving the dirt track bank. Got your 6 Racing Network entry, and Jeff Sharp is now going to move to position number 5 at the start-finish line. Oh boy, Randy Stree's going to go around. We'll go yellow with 2 to run. And the green-white checker to finish us off here in the A main event here on this Thursday Night Thunder. Thanks to Gambler Motorsports for winter season week number 10. But the RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds will finish with a green-white checker. And it's all about who could get this restart, and you would think, other than just a little mistake from Anthony Morano. You would think that the 32 car will come back to victory lane for Full Throttle Motorsports. So as the field sits behind the iRacing.com official pace car and the Steve King Foundation safety car, they will get the Wonder Green signal, which means we are less than, or we will be 2 laps away from victory lane. Don't forget big blocks to come after this one. Big blocks to come from Lucas Oil Speedway. Ready to go racing once again off turn number 4. 2 laps is all that separates one of these drivers to go to victory lane as they work through 1 and 2. Morano's got it down the back straight away for the penultimate time and down into turn number 3 and 4. He will see the white flag waving here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Winter Season Week number 10. RSN Trackside 358 Modified main event into 3 and 4 for the final time. The 32 of Anthony Morano is going to complete the victory here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. It is done and dusted. Congratulations to Anthony Morano on coming back to victory lane. We'll take a look at your official results about to come up on your screen. Confirmation, Anthony Morano gets the win over Butch Baker. Home in second, Trevor Garreau in third. We'll chat to those 3 drivers here in just a few moments. Time, Randall Dixon, Jeff Sharp make up your top 5. We'll go back to Brian Dickens in 6th, Kurt Schatzer in 7th, Logan Wentz 8th, Samuel Backman 9th, Jake Henry rounds out your top 10. Michael Vitale home in position number 11, Stephen Bixler in 12th, Bob DeGood 13th, Kelly Wheeler 14th, Chris Alvey in 15th, Randy Shrees in position number 16th, and the last car on the lead lap. Then you go back to Scott Raomi, 1 lap down in 17th, John Morano in 18th, Brendan Lacey 19th, Stephen Goldner rounds out your top 20. Then it was Michael Vecchio in 21st, Joseph Grady in 22nd, Isaac Salas 23rd, and Jason Butterfield in position number 24. Well, we're going to get ready to go trackside here in just a few moments' time. We'll chat with your top 3 here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. And let's do that right now. Home in 3rd place tonight, it's going to be the number 075 car of Trevor Garreau. Trevor, congratulations on this podium finish here tonight. Boy, it was a tough race to get going there in the end, but when it's all said and done after 30 laps, you're a 3rd place finisher. How are you feeling after that one?
I feel great. I mean, I think this is 2-3 weeks in a row there where I'm getting some podium finishes in the book. So congrats to Anthony. I mean, I don't think anyone was touching him tonight. I'm definitely happy with a 3rd.
We look at the end of this race. This track was slick from top to bottom. There's some moisture there on the low side. Very, very thin on the top side. How tough is it to try and set your car up for the back end of this feature race?
Yeah, like you said, it was slick. I mean, top to bottom, you really had to be really, you had to finesse the car a lot. I mean, if you were brave enough to run the bottom, it might have worked. There was a thin line of moisture down there. I tried it earlier on in the race, and I ended up clipping the tire a little bit, getting a little bit of wheel damage. But yeah, it was slick, and honestly, it was a really fun track to race on tonight. I'm looking forward to the big blocks because if it's going to be like this, then it's going to be a heck of a race.
Look forward to seeing you back in the big blocks. Trevor, congratulations on this 3rd place finish here tonight. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 075 machine.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone at C2C, everyone behind the scenes, all the guys at Venom Racing. They're all my teammates now, so happy to call them my teammates. And Super Dirt Car Series, Dean Reynolds. And yeah, that's it. My guys at Venom. I'm happy to be on this team now, so looking forward to the future here. Trevor, well done on 3rd place. Look forward to seeing you back in the big blocks very shortly. Thanks, Brett. Trevor Garreau, home in 3rd place. Home in 2nd place tonight, it's the 97 car of Butch Baker.
Butch, second place finish here tonight. You had the lead there for the first opening, I think 4, 5, 6, maybe last 7 laps or something like that. But that 32 car was just a little bit quicker. But overall, when it's all said and done, second place, not a bad way to start.
Yeah, I'll take it, especially after last week. A second quick last week, and then just got messed up in the heat race and started way back, and then got in another accident in the end. So I needed a good finish to make up some points for this week. And yeah, Anthony was quick. It didn't matter if he ran the bottom or the middle. I couldn't hold him off. But good job to him.
Trying to search around late in this race, especially with those couple of late race challenges. How tough is it to try and build the momentum back up to challenge for that race win, knowing that, especially on that last green-white checker, you had to time that restart, otherwise it was all pretty much all over from that restart. Yeah,
exactly. And I just missed it by a little bit. And even if I would have got it, I don't think I could have got around him. He was just that much quicker than I was. I could keep up with him, but I couldn't run him down and get by him. So, but I'm happy with this finish, and like I said, I needed it. And big shout out to my teammate Trevor. He finished third. He's a new Venom Racing teammate. Him and Trent Verstraeten are both Venom Racing drivers now. So,
Butch, congratulations on this runner-up finish here tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you back in the big block modifieds to come very shortly. But Butch, before we let you go, we'll let you thank everyone involved on this 97 car.
Yeah, got to give a huge shout out to all my boys over at Venom Racing. Like I said, now Trent and Trevor are now a part of it, and we're hoping to do big things the rest of this year. Huge shout out to you, Brent, for doing this broadcast. You do a phenomenal job. Everybody at C2C, all the admins, everybody behind the scenes, and got to give a huge shout out to my wife who lets me do this. So.
Butch Baker, your runner-up driver here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. But there has to be one winner, and that winner becomes Anthony Morano in car number 32. Anthony, congratulations on this win. Well, as I said it during the broadcast there, it's been a while since you've been back to been in victory lane, but it's nice to see you back, and congratulations on this victory.
Yeah, Brett, sure has been kind of struggling this year. I don't know what's going on with that, but finally get one on Thursday night. Been doing pretty good in the open races, so we'll see how we do here in the big blocks and hopefully get another one.
You sat there for the first probably third of that race behind Butch there, but once you got by him, it was all about just setting your own pace. Once you get out in front like that, sometimes it's hard to predict the line. How much do you have to stay on top of that, knowing that, hoping that you've still found the fastest way around the Lucas Oil Speedway?
Yeah, you got to do a lot of searching around, try to find basically any moisture on the track. I mean, the bottom looked like it had some decent moisture down there, but I'd rather run through a little bit of slick stuff and save my left front tire from getting ripped off than anything else. I did that a few times in practice, so yeah, wasn't willing to take that chance again.
Wait for your restart. You had to fend off Butch Baker there. How tough is it to make sure that you get those restarts to where you're able to get away from him, and that you don't have to worry about the cars coming behind you thick and fast?
Yeah, Butchie's always fast. I just keep going on different spots when you get to that cone there. Go right at the cone one lap. Another 50 feet after at the next lap. Just this way, no one's timing you and they can't get a jump on you. And hopefully, the times you shoot later, they try to speed up and try to catch you going early, and then they have to tap the brake, and then you're getting away from them because they have to break their momentum. So I mean, that was a big thing on every restart.
Anthony, it's nice to see you back in victory lane. You do it in the RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Anthony, before we let you go and quickly celebrate a victory, before you get ready to tackle the big block Modifieds here in just a few short moments, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 32 car, mate.
I gotta thank my wife Sherry, all my teammates at Full Throttle Motorsports, GripHack.com, Super Dirt Car Series, Hi Mom Lens, DJ Sim Shop, Swan Speed, Brett, you for doing a broadcast, and Roger and everybody else here at Coast to Coast.
Anthony, well done on the victory. Look forward to seeing you back in the big blocks very shortly.
Thanks, Brett.
Anthony Morano, your winner here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway, which will, of course, wrap up the RSN Trackside 358 Modifieds here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Don't forget, we've still got the catalytic recovery big block modifieds to come. We're going to take a moment. We'll take a short break. In fact, we'll just take a break here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network and come back. We'll get ready for your catalytic recovery. Big block modifieds to come here tonight live on Ultimate Dirt TV and live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. A big Thursday night as always, but until then, stick around on the other side of these quick commercial breaks. Big block modifieds to come.
It's time for another edition of RSN Trackside, powered by Bob Johnson Auto Group on Rock Sports Network. Kiss on the champion. Trying to be a bit of a hiatus, so let's get. Right, we'll be talking about it.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. We have just had qualifying wrap up, and what a field of drivers we have got lined up for you here this evening as we get set to take a look at the first of 3 heat races on the program. So everybody going to make it into the main event. Let's take a look at heat race number 1 lineup. It's going to be on the pole position. It'll be Scott Rayomi. To the outside of the front row will be Randy Shreves in car number 56. Then we go back to row number 2 on the inside. It'll be the 18 of Logan Wentz from position number 4. Quick time tonight. That's the 7 car of Samuel Backman. Then we go back to row number 3. That'll be Gary Sigelco in car number 25. He'll start from position number 5. And the 007 of Michael Vecchio lines up that AMR entry from position number 6. And scheduled to go off out of the 7th starting spot will be the 83 car of Matt Schaefer. Again, 6 laps on the board for heat race number 1. 3 heats on the program. Everybody will go straight through to the main event. But don't forget, after this one, we have still got Pro late models to come here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Then that'll be live on Extreme eSpeed TV, but also as well the NASCAR Next Gen cars take to the Daytona International Speedway for what is and what will complete week number 10 of the winter season. 7 cars have made their way onto the racing surface, so we're not too far away. We're 2 laps to green. And then, of course, after tonight, we've got week 11, week 12, and then which starts week number 13 on Sunday night, the Chili Bowl preliminaries, Chili Bowl finals, and, of course, everything to come on your Coast to Coast Racing Network. It is time to go racing. Big Block Modifieds on the program, thanks to Catalytic Recovery. The first of 3 heat races to come. Who will take out heat race number 1? Who will start on pole of your 30-lap feature event? Hopefully a very, very quick race and races, I should say. Either way, we're here for the long haul. It doesn't matter. You put us in a boot, you put us right in front of some race cars in the racetrack, and we are going to be here because we are getting ready. Catalytic Recovery, Big Block Modifieds to come here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Gambler Motorsports, Thursday Night Thunder, winter season, week number 10 for the Big Blocks is green. They work down into turn number 1 and 2. Rayomi and Shreves give it to Rayomi from the pole position. Shreves going to send it around the outside. Randy Shreves looking for the race lead. He's got it. He will lead lap number 1. Shreves to the top shelf. Rayomi through the middle. Logan Wentz down to the inside of the speedway into turn number 3. Wentz now coming after second place driver of Scott Rayomi. Rayomi decided to go back upstairs into 3 and 4, trying to follow the line of the 56, following the tyre tracks of your race leader, Rayomi and Wentz. Wentz on the bottom. Rayomi went through the middle of 1 and 2. Back upstairs goes your top 3. Backman back there in position number 4. Michael Vecchio, Gary Sigelco drove it off the edge of the racetrack and caught the concrete wall. Doesn't move Gary. So he'll fall back to position number 7. Samuel Backman, speaking of 7s, there he is to the inside. They're up for turn number 4, and just like that, 4 down and 2 laps left to run here in heat race number 1. Boy, the opening heat race of the night. And 3 heat races on the program. Rayomi again setting it around the outside. Your race leader, Randy Shreves, in car number 56. Gets to the white flag. 1 lap left to go. Backman coming after Wentz as they work down the back straightaway. And I think it's safe to say it's pretty much signed, sealed, and delivered for the 56 car of Randy Shreves. It is. Checkered flag is out. Heat race number 1 is done. Randy Shreves gets to him. We'll take a look at your official results coming up on screen. There it is. Randy Shreves, Scott Rayomi. Then you go back to Logan Wentz, Samuel Backman, Matt Schaefer, your top 5, followed by Michael Vecchio and Gary Sigelco to make up the 7 drivers in heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 will look like this. On the pole position with the 213 car of Michael Vitale on his outside, piloting the zero limit machine from position number 2. That is Randall Dixon. Then we go back to your second row from position number 3 with the 171 car from position number 4, piloting car number 31. That is Brandon Templeton. We look at your third row on the inside from position number 5. It's the 28 car of Jeff Sharp. He's outside, piloting car number 7 from position number 6. That is Bob DeGood. And your 7th and final starter, driving car number 93 for Venom Racing. Got the back row by himself. You're looking at Jason Butterfield. Again, 6 laps on the board. Heat race number 2. Catalytic recovery. Big block modifieds here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. We get set to go green off turn number 4. Vitali and Dixon. Henry alongside Templeton. Sharp and DeGood on the third row. Butterfield at the back by himself. Let's go racing. Heat race number 2. We are green flag. And Vitali got a good launch there as they work 3 wide to Sharp on the inside of Jake Henry in the 171. Templeton was to the outside. Templeton now gets the run on the top side through turn number 3 and 4. Jake Henry, the car almost looked like it was just pushing a little tight there through 3 and 4. Templeton around the outside. Henry now moves up as Henry tries to fend off the challenge from the 28 car of Sharp. As Dixon looking to close in on your race leader of Michael Vitali, but he's going to have the 31 car of Brandon Templeton, who went second quick here this evening. Templeton down to the inside again, trying to force a mistake into the 011 machine of Randall Dixon. They work down into 3 and 4, and just like that, this 6-lap heat race, we're already 3 laps into the books. Sharp and Butterfield going at it side by side for positions number 5 and 6. This is just about a starting spot in tonight's A main event, which will be the distance of 30 laps. But Butterfield from position number 7, he's found his way forward, advancing 2 spots at the moment. And again, Templeton trying to come after Randall Dixon. Michael Vitali starting to feel the pressure from Randall Dixon and Brandon Templeton. Half a second is all that separates basically your top 3, less than a second, separating your top 4 drivers. 1.1 to 1.2 seconds separates your top 5. Dixon to the outside. Templeton to the inside as they work off for turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4 we go. Checkered flag about to come out. Templeton tries the inside line off turn number 4. Not going to happen. And just like that, heat race number 2 is done. Penultimate heat race of the night is complete. Let's take a look at those official results coming up on screen. Michael Vitali gets the win over Randall Dixon, Brandon Templeton, Jake Henry, Jason Butterfield, your top 5. Jeff Sharp and Bob DeGood will make up the field in heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 will line up like this. Isaac Salas in the 5 car will start to the pole position to the outside of the front row. Kurt Schatzer in the 218 will start from position number 2. Position number 3 will be the 32 car of Anthony Morano from position number 4, the 075 entry of Trevor Garreau. Donovan Ross rolls off the 5 machine from position number 5, and John Morano from position number 6. He's not on the grid, but Brennan Lacey was scheduled to roll off out of position number 7. So just the 6 cars, and what a 6 cars, what a 6-car heat race this is. Boy, you look at how many feature races these 4 guys up front have won. Isaac Salas, Kurt Schatzer, Anthony Morano, Trevor Garreau. I mean, the podiums, these 4 guys. We can even go back to Donovan Ross. John Morano is going to be a real sneaky one in this one. He'll be a sleeper in this field. This is going to be a very, very tough race. Who will best heat race number 3? Final heat race of the night. So the starting positions on the line: 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. Yes, 21 field. A main to come later on. It might in fact even be 20, depending on if Lacey is going to make the call. We know he didn't make the call for this heat race number 3. 6 cars getting ready to do battle. Who will it be? Who will get the job done in catalytic recovery? Big block modified action here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. And just like that, Morano looking for the race lead on Salas as they work down the back straightaway. Schatzer's going to go to the top side. 3 wide for the race lead. Salas and Schatzer, they come together. Salas' car was tight there through 3 and 4. Trevor Garreau, Anthony Morano from that second row. They found their way into the number 1 and 2 positions, and the boys that finished 1st and 3rd in the big block modifier, the 358 modified, thanks to RSN Trackside, find themselves sitting 1st and 2nd in your heat race number 3. Final heat of the night is all. And then, of course, we have got a main event to come after this one. Morano leads from Garreau, Schatzer. Then you go back to Donovan Ross, John Morano. So Anthony Morano leading. John Morano bringing up the field in 5th place. And of course, Salas back there in position number 6. And boy, Salas has had no luck whatsoever here this evening. Boy, if he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. Morano, white flag is out. That's Anthony Morano in the 32 car. Looking to back up. A win from the RSN trackside, 358 modifies. Now going to start position number 3. Should he be able to get through the final 2 left-hand turns? That he does. He stays right away from the tyres. He's got enough of a distance back to Trevor Garreau. Checkered flag is out. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, heat racing action is done here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Let's take a look at the heat race number 3 results coming up on screen before we take a quick commercial break. There it is. Anthony Morano gets the win. Trevor Garreau, Kurt Schatzer, Donovan Ross, John Morano, Isaac Salas, your 6 cars with Brennan Lacey not making the start. All right, let's take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll come back on the other side of this. You're watching the Catalytic Recovery Big Block Modifieds live on Ultimate Dirt TV, live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the Catalytic Recovery Big Block Modifieds here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's A main event. On the pole position, it's going to be the 56 car of Randy Shrees, and to the outside of the front row with the 213 car of Michael Vitale. Then we go back to what is going to be row number 2 on the inside. It'll be Anthony Morano on his outside. In car number 4, that'll be Scott Rayomi. From position number 5 will be Randall Dixon. From position number 6, it's Trevor Garreau. From position number 7, Logan Wentz. From 8 and 31 to Brandon Templeton. From 9 to 218 of Kurt Schatzer. From 10 to 7 of Samuel Backman. From 11 will be Jake Henry. From 12 it's Donovan Ross. 13th is going to be Matt Schaefer. From 14th, Jason Butterfield. John Morano in 15th. From 16th, Michael Vecchio. Jeff Sharp in 17th. Isaac Salas in 18th. Gary Sigelco in 19th. And Bob DeGood rounding out the 20 cars in this one as we get set. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a main event time here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Who will take out this round of the series as they work down into turn number 3 and 4. Catalytic recovery, big block modifieds here from the Lucas Oil Speedway. And the green flag is about to fly. Let's get dirty for 30 here in tonight's main event. It will be Randy Shree's going to lead Vitali Morano, Ryomi to the outside as they work down into turn number 3 and 4. Shrees will lead the opening lap here tonight at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Vitali still holding on to the runner-up position, but it's Morano and Ryomi working side by side. Trevor Garreau, look out, Jason Butterfield catches the tyre there on the exit at turn number 4. Jason Butterfield right up nose first and just nowhere to go. Boy, again, the 93. He's shown some speed. It all started with a contact with Ross on Henry in the 171 car. And then Schaefer comes to the inside. Unfortunately, just nowhere to go for the 93 car of Jason Butterfield. Boy, a tough break for Butterfield, but right now, in what is going to be 3 down, 27 to go. Now, Mark, I think this title of the racetrack, everybody's playing a little bumper cars at the minute. So your race leader has opted to go to the outside of the front row. Randy Shrees has got lane choice. Michael Vitali, what can he do here off turn number 4? He's got to wait for the pole car to go, and that he does. He goes, and we're off underway. Morano again will look to the outside. Goes a little higher into turn number 1 and 2 as Ryomi and Morano working side by side. 3 wide for the minor placing right there for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. Vitali's got it at the minute. Morano's got 3rd and around the outside, sweeping up into position number 2. Ryomi fights back to the inside. They work down the back straightaway. Ryomi and Vitali working top and bottom. Dixon, now Trevor Garreau coming down to the inside. Trevor Garreau working it on the inside of the 213 car. Oh, Michael Vitali. Challenges on for the runner-up position once again as Scott Ryomi in the 4 car was trying to get by Anthony Morano. 3 wide down the front straightaway. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 3rd of the line was Michael Vitali. And with that yellow coming out there, probably at the right time, Vitali should hold on to that 3rd spot. And that he will. So 23 to go. Your leader is the 56 of Randy Shrees. That LGR Motorsports Redline Race Design finish line number 56 car. Don't forget, later on tonight at about 9:30 Eastern, we are going to be live with the Down and Dirty Outlaws Speed Ranch Pro Late Models from the Dirt Track at Charlotte. We look forward to having your company on that one. But don't forget, after this Catalytic Recovery Big Block Modified main event, we'll chat to your top 3. Followed by, we'll hand it over to Travis Piercefield, who was going to have the Pro Late Models and the Daytona race live on Coast to Coast, live on Extreme eSpeed TV. Back to green we go here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Morano's up to position number 2. Vitali back to 3rd. Now look out, Randall Dixon trying to get a run on the 4 car of Scott Rayomi. Trevor Garone now moves up to position number 5. Boy, Rayomi starting to make his way through this field, as is Trevor Garone. They found themselves in the top 5 position. Randall Dixon trying to get his way back into a top 5 as Morano got Vitali on his inside as they worked off turn number 4. Yellow is out one more time, and again the field has to check up and slow down. And this is probably helping Randy Shrees at the moment, because with the stop-start affairs, it's allowing him just to get out in front just by 2 or 3 laps, and then of course those cautions come out, which means, well, he gets to do it all again. You do that 10 times, you waste about 20 to 25 laps. You've only got 5 laps basically to hold him off. And so far, he's had the car to beat tonight in the Big Block Modifieds. So Shrees out in front. You can see looking up the back of that 56 car. See where that pace car goes. Pace car still got the lights on, so we're still 2 to green at the moment. You get a real good shot of what is behind this 56 car. So pace car is off, watching on board right now with your race leader. We'll come back to racing off turn number 4, and the green flag is out. Randy Shrees, and look at that, straight to the inside goes Anthony Morano. Watching there as they work off turn number 2. Vitali just fends off the challenge from Wyoming. Trevor Garone. How about Brandon Templeton? Nice to see the 31 car starting to make his way through the field, and the 31 car of Templeton goes up top into 1 and 2 and nearly drives it off the edge of the racetrack. Garone still trying to put the pressure on Rayomi for position number 4. Look at that 3rd. Make that 4th, 5th and 6th. They all run different lines through turn number 3 and 4. 18 laps left to run, so 12 laps have been completed here at the Lucas Oil Speedway for what is Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Winter Season Week number 10. So after this one, after tonight's race, just 2 weeks left in the regular season to crown yet another champion. Wentz on the inside of Dixon. Here comes Samuel Backman in the 7 around the outside of Logan Wentz into turn number 3. Kurt Schatzer right there to make up your top 10. So 10, 9, 8 and 7th position right there. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Either way you look at it, it doesn't really matter. There's 4 cars battling inside the top 10. Backman gives a little nudge there to the right rear quarter panel of the 011 machine of Dixon. Meanwhile, 3/10 of a second lead right there for Randy Shrees, as we will have 15 down and 15 to go. Watching Trevor Garone now starting to find his rhythm. Feel the power, feel the rhythm. Boy, it's bobsled time as they work off a turn number 4. Ryomi still had position number 4 at the line, so if we go yellow and Garo gets around him, he will have to give the spot back to Scott Ryomi in the 4 car. But if they complete this lap with Garo now moving to position number 4, and that we will, so we get to 13 to run. Now Garo, boy, the 075 machine, the Venom Racing, one of the newest members of that Venom Racing stable, is now working at the top shelf, working himself into a podium, and boy, he's going to have to give the spot back just as he was about to pass Michael Vitale. And that 075 car, it is moving through the field. Boy, he found his way into a podium in the 358 Modifieds, thanks to RSN Trackside. So as the field again will have to double up. It's still anybody's ball game. Back to green with 12 to run. It is Randy Shrees leading from Anthony Morano. Michael Vitale would love to put the Gears Unlimited 213 machine onto a podium. And just like that, we are quickly back under yellow flag conditions once again here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. So again, with that quick caution coming up, which means basically, ironically, you basically take a lap away. Although we only completed sort of half a lap, it will in fact complete that entire lap. But the 56 car of Randy Street is looking to put the 56 for that LGR Motorsports on the top step of the podium. He knows it's not over with just yet. He knows anything can happen in what will be these final 11 laps. So safety car is off. Randy Shreves is legs 11 laps away from victory here at Lucas Oil. Single file restart. So they worked down into turn number 1 and 2. Shreves went to the top. Morano went to the bottom. Vitale, Garo, and Ryomi. That's your top 5 as they work down into 3 and 4. Here comes Garo with a run on the outside. I thought Vitale may have learnt the lesson. Vitale holds on to position number 3 at the line. Again, if the yellow comes out before they complete this lap, Vitali will in fact have to go back by the 0.75 machine. It's all a matter on whether we can get to complete that lap. That indeed we do. And here comes Trevor Garreau. The 0.75 is coming right now to the outside. And in the space of 3 laps, he's gone from 4th. He's now up to position number 2. Can he hold on? He's gone around Morano. And here comes Trevor Garreau. Boy, if a yellow comes out, this would really spice things up. 0.8 of a second. I look at the last lap times, and Trevor Garreau and Randy Strees, 4 1,000ths of a second was all that separated them there at the start-finish line with the lap times. Garreau was 1/10.5 quicker. Here he is coming right now. The 0.75 machine of Trevor Garreau for Venom Racing. Coming after Randy Strees. Strees is almost like a sitting duck right now, 15.268. He picked up 1/10 there on Garreau, but Garreau got the right rear over the banking on the edge of the racetrack in 3 and 4. 5 laps left to run. Gee, Garreau looks very, very fast right now. Can he hold on? Randy Strees in the 56. He lost near 0.2 of a second just then. Garreau, Strees, 1 and 2. 4 laps left to run. Less than 7/10 of a second separates them. Garreau again, similar sort of lap times. That's not going to cut it if he wants to get by the 56, your race leader. We're going to stay focused on your race leader now for the final 3 laps because you just never know what is coming. It's down to half a second. Garreau looks very quick at the moment. Shreve's doing enough to hold on. He will come off of turn number 4. He's just 1 lap away from the white flag showing. 2 laps left to run. Popsicle sticks around Shreves and Garreau. There it is. The battle is on for the lead. Who's going to get it down into turn number 3 and 4? Shreves has got it as he works through the middle of the raceway off for turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go here in tonight's main event. Randy Shreves off the edge of the racetrack. Garreau down to the inside. Who's it going to be? Back straight away for the final time. Garreau down low. Shreves through the middle off for turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Randy Shreves is going to go to victory lane. Oh, Randy Shreves just holding on by the skin of his teeth. Randy Shreves will come to victory lane. Randy Shreves is your winner here tonight. Trevor Garreau backs up a 3rd place from the 358 modifieds. He now gets a 2nd place in the big block modifieds. Morano also backs up a win from the 358s to come home with position number 3. 4th will be Michael Vitali. Scott Rayomi rounds out the top 5. Logan Wentz in 6th. Kurt Schatzer, Randall Dixon, Donovan Ross and Jeff Sharp make up your top 10. Jake Henry in 11th, Samuel Backman in 12th. 13th was Bob DeGood, 14th was Matt Schaefer. John Morano makes up your top 15. Gary Siegelco in 16th. Jason Butterfield 17th. The last car on the lead lap in the DNS. Michael Vecchio, Brandon Templeton and Isaac Salas make up your 20 car field with Brennan Lacey not making the start of tonight's main event. But boy, oh boy, gee, those last 11 laps were frantic, and especially those last 3-4 laps, but getting the win. In fact, we'll go 3rd place tonight in the number 32 car. It is Anthony Morano. Anthony, congratulations. Well, you got a win in the 358 modifieds, and well, you back up yet another podium. This time you do it in the big block modified. You must be happy with this one.
Yeah, pretty happy. I mean, I kind of screwed myself up there coming out of 2 on the first lap. I smacked the inside tire when I was getting underneath Shreves there, and just car handled like junk after that. So I was kind of just holding on with Vitali there, just trying to hit my marks, and then Trevor just blew my doors off going on the outside, and I was just like, all right, I guess I'm going to the top and riding it out and hope the car turns when I get to the top side.
Boy, I tell you what, you must have seen, those 2 guys battling it there with those last sort of 3, 4, 5 laps. Was it a case of maybe just you hoping that those 2 guys got together, which should have, and could have elevated you to a 2nd or even a 1st place here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you can always hope for it, but you never want to put bad juju on anybody either. So, I was just pretty much along for the ride there. If something happened, that'd be fortunate for me, but tough break for them. Yeah, I've raced with Randy for quite some time now, and I've actually been racing in other leagues with Trevor for many, many years, and it's just like, you know, everyone's raced me clean, so I race them clean. You know, it's all in good fun. Just would have been good if I didn't smack that tire, but yeah, I'll walk away with the podium happy and go on to pro late models.
Well, we wish you the best of luck in the Pro Late Models so far. You're a win and a third place in the two races here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Anthony, we wish you the best of luck in the Pro Late Models to come here very shortly. But before we let you go, we'll let you think of it involved on this 32 car.
I thank my wife Sherry, my teammates at FTM, Dean Super Dirt Car, Logan at High Mom Lens, Swan Speed Shop, DJ Sim Shop, GripHack.com. Everyone that helps us out. Brett, you for doing a broadcast, and Roger and everyone over at Coast to Coast.
There we go. Anthony Morano home into position number 3 in the Catalytic Recovery Big Block Modified. Second place tonight is going to be the 075 car of Trevor Garreau. Trevor, well, you're back up at podium. You go from third to second from the 358 Modifieds to the Big Block Modifieds. You were so close there in the end, but just a little mistake. It sort of opened up the door for you there in the final lap. But, I mean, second place is nothing to sneeze about.
No, not at all. Like I saw Randy. He kind of went over there in 1 and 2, I think it was, and I was right there. I kind of just dipped low a little bit, and he did a good job at recovering and hanging on. So, props to him. He ran a good race all race long.
Couple of times you showed your nose on the outside. You had to give the spot back to the person you just passed. At that stage of the race, were you thinking that, well, maybe you kind of blew it because you drove by him on the outside? This 075 car, it was hauling on the top side.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, this car was on rails. It felt really good on the top. I didn't want to put it on the bottom or even in the middle. Once I found the top there, this thing was just stuck. I mean, I don't know what it was, but I just feel like I had the top working better than anybody. And once those cautions came out and I had to let the spot go, I was kind of just, it was all right. I just bided my time. You know, there was quite a few laps left, and I knew them guys in front of me were kind of running a lane lower than me, so I knew if I could make the top stick, I could have got by him. So it just worked out in my favor there.
Will we see you in the Pro Late Models after this one?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so if we go from sequence, you've had a third, you've now come away with a second. Does it mean that the Pro Late Model winner's coming here very shortly?
You know what, Brett? I hope so. If the stars are aligning, like you said, there's a third, there's a second, and I got to top it off with a win.
Trevor, it was fun to see this 075 car rip the lip around the Lucas Oil Speedway en route to a second place finish here tonight. Trevor, once again, before we let you go, we'll let you think of it involved on this 075 car.
Yeah, just everyone at C2C. I mean, this league is top notch, and if there's anyone watching who's on the fence about getting in this league, there's nothing to be on the fence about. The people here are amazing, and everything's ran great. So just thank you to everybody who runs the show here, and all the guys at Venom. Happy to be a part of that team now, and excited for the future with these guys. And Dean Reynolds and the Super Dirt Car Series for coming on board all my cars here as a sponsor. Shout out to them and Dean. So hopefully we can get a win for them here coming up in the pros.
Trevor, well done on third place earlier tonight. Well done on second place. Good luck in the Pro Late Models. We'll certainly look forward to seeing that 075 go hopefully near the front of the field in the Pro Late Models.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Trevor Garreau in position number 2. And, well, your winner here tonight, driving car number 56, it is Randy Shrees. Randy, congratulations on this victory. And, boy, heart in your mouth stuff, especially that final lap. How you feeling after 30 laps?
Yeah, that was definitely a fun race. Thought I gave it away to Trevor there at the end. I kind of sent it in a little too hard in 3 and 4 there. A little excited that I was going to get a win, and recovered from that, and yeah, definitely happy I got the win here tonight.
What was going through your mind there on those final sort of 5 laps when Trevor was starting to catch you? How much were you looking in the relative? What was going through your mind? What were you doing that was just making it the 56 car just a little bit nervous as that 075 car was closing in?
Yeah, I knew I didn't know if it was him or Anthony back there, but I was just trying to keep that thing straight and try to not mess up because I know both of them guys are really good. So yeah, I just tried not to mess up and hit my marks.
Well, you've had time to have a little bit of a debrief after the finish line, and from what we've been talking to you, what do you take away from this one, knowing that you were the best driver here tonight at the Lucas Oil Speedway to come away with a victory?
Definitely with this group of guys, it definitely feels good. Because normally, I'm a sprint car driver, and anytime I get a win in anything else, it's just that much more special. Just because I'm still a kind of a rookie in my eyes at the other cars. So.
Well, Randy, it's nice to see you on the top step of the podium of the Catalytic Recovery Big Block Modifieds here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Randy, before we let you go and celebrate the win with the team, no doubt a lot of people, a lot of sponsors you want to thank on this 56 car.
Yeah, definitely want to thank everybody at Coast to Coast, you at UDTV for broadcasting. You do an awesome job. I want to thank my team, LGR Motorsports, ABR Setup Shop, Coulter West at Redline Design Company, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, KSP Builders, Finish Line Repair, and everybody for watching.
Randy, go and celebrate this victory. Congratulations on the win here tonight.
Thanks, Brett.
There we go, Randy Shreves, your winner here tonight from the Big Block Modifieds, from the Lucas Oil Speedway, I should say, to wrap up the first of 2 of 4 races here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder, of course, not done with just yet. We'll bring in Travis Pierfield. Travis, well, some fantastic racing so far in the 358 and the Big Block Modifieds. Pro late models to come, and then followed by headed to Daytona. You feeling happy about those 2 tracks? Oh, you are muted. Nope, I can see it lighting up. Not just yet. Bear with us, folks. We're just getting Travis all fixed up. And then, of course, here again, he will take over the coverage. No, it's still lighting up. Can't hear you.
Brett, got me?
Got you now, buddy. Got you now.
Yeah, no, we've got the Pro Late Models here at Lucas Oil, and then just like the duels tonight, we've got that Next Gen Series at Daytona for 60 laps to round out our Thursday Night Thunder.
Well, look forward to keeping the action rolling here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network and on Extreme eSpeed TV. So make sure you support Coast to Coast and Extreme eSpeed TV. But for now, on Ultimate Dirt TV, my name's Brett Wheeler. I'm going to sign off. We'll hand it over to Travis Piercefield.